Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Real chance! He's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Terengganu finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Cannavaro tries to clear. And here's the chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Vieira. Bullet. Rummenigge. Azar. Azar scooting forward. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hazard. And it's Lam. Looking early. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Maldini.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And the shot! And there's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that really is so impressive. Liverpool are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
The most accurate pass. And now the breakaway. Aimed beyond the defence. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Liverpool always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Thuram. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Cruyff. Oh, he's done very... Takes a shot! Oh, crossbar! Azar. Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Look at the space. Shevchenko!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cruyff. Can he get it through? Vieira. It's Cruyff. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's in. Shot at goal! And he's stuck it away! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lahm going face-to-face with his great rival. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Rijkaard. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Tries to play it through. And that pass just didn't quite work. Lahm. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saliba spots it and intercepts.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Mateus looking to pass their way up the pitch. Araujo. And it's Lahm. That's the end of the first 45. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And so the action is resumed. Towering header! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Liverpool now in a position far more desirable.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And here's Shevchenko. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. And it's Lahm. And here's Shevchenko. Piqué did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That pass has been well intercepted. Pullet. Tries to pass it through. That has ended up in no man's land. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's found support out wide.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 20, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 18.
It'll be a
Mateo.
throw-in.
Coming on the field, number 10.
Belletti.
Pele. Number 21.
Terengganu,
Adriano.
perhaps wondering what the best
Number
time is
8.
for their next substitution.
Mbappe. Substitution in progress.
Bullet. Nicely aimed pass. Looking for options for movement. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Adriano. Bale. Maldini cuts out the pass. It's a good foot in there. Mbappe. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the keeper's given it away. It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. And it's Vieira. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rijkaard. Distributed tidily. Now it's Bale. Bale. Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Araujo. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bullet. Adriano. And he welcomes it in. Skims one in. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
That's an imaginative pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Now some movement on the bench,
Bullet.
and we are going to see a change.
4, Vieira. Coming on the
That has
field.
not gone well.
Number 13. Gerrard. Number 42.
Lovely pass, but
Toure.
can he get there? And he whips it in. No way through. Mbappe.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Vieri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Musiala tries to play it through. Plenty to aim at here. And the finish! In he goes again. And no mistake. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Liverpool have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
He has found a way through.
Time.
A lot of space ahead of him. Good claim. No margin for error there. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Rijkaard. Belletti. Mbappe looking to receive it in space. He's found a way through. Driven in. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means a centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Vieira, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well seen, saw that coming. Araujo. Played into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Piqué kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now, can they get him away? Vieira. Gerrard. And he's worked it through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this shot, surely! They've scored! And that brings up the century. Goal number 100 for one very special player. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe, over to the right flank. And he can thump it away. And he's in on goal. Oh, good-looking ball. Adriano chasing after it. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Xabi Alonso. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Vieira. Played back. Passing is crisp and... Mbappe! He's got away with one there. No way through there. Mateus. Cruyff does have his name on the score sheet, of course. It's a searching pass. Neatly clipped into space. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's heaved it away. Mateus. Now it's Cruyff. Xabi Alonso. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Cruyff. And it's Vieira. Adriano. Vieira. Araujo. Araujo goes long. Mateus. Nicely aimed pass. And this is Cruyff. Shoots! Got a Tony.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Piqué spots it and intercepts. Could move up a gear here. Tries to play it through. Great ball, and he's a Cruyff! And that's a tidy finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Terengganu are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Terengganu heading towards the half-time break. Mbappe! And that's a good finish. With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Paris Saint-Germain cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Xavi Alonso. He's just misjudged that one. Well, that looks a decent ball. Schmeichel getting this one clear. And he's intervened well there. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Terengganu ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 19. À sa place,
Away we go
le
again.
numéro 8.
Rijkaard. Gerrard, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. That's put paid to the danger. Passes short and sharp. And the shot! And no mistake. Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cruyff. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nice sequence of passes, this. Terengganu ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Good read, needed to be. Araujo cannot be beaten that easily. Looking for the run. He won't be happy with that one. And he was quick to react. And he's managed to get rid. Adriano. Can he get on the end of this?
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Cruyff receives it in a wide position. Impressive jump! He's got a goal! And again they hit the front. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 9, le numéro 2, Xabi Alonso.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
À leur place,
Well, this is what we've been waiting
20,
for.
Le numéro 4, le numéro
Another
11.
pass just keeps it ticking over. And here's some chance for a shot! Mbappe! Irrepressible! A finish right from the top draw. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes. And a chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And yes, it's him again. Paris Saint-Germain have their lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Yaya Toure. Cafu. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Great defending, strong and determined.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Big chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Cafu gets it clear. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Ronaldo. Royce. He's had it taken off him. Elects to cross. He's rising! It's bounced back off the post. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Paris Saint-Germain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Casillas. Silvestre in with the challenge. He has found a way through. Tries to pass it through. Royce. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. He's trying to hit the front line here. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. Utaitani have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
And that has left him in a heap. He's in a great position. Can he finish? Nearly, but not quite. And it's Gerrard. Oh, that's a key interception. And the counter is on. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think some...
Oh, good climb! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Cafu. Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness. Terenganu applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Oh, this looks sharp. Pull it. Gerrard. That's a good ball out wide. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Still goalless. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Couch, not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard, pass somewhat off target. Gakpo is onto this. Mateus. This is a promising build-up. He's had it taken off him. Great vision. Big chance! It's there!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Terenganu have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should have...
Rummenigge! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Spread out to the left, and it's Palmer. Gakpo in towards the back stick, and the keeper gets his hands on it. Terenganu very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Hullet! A real chance and a real let-off. That's a cute ball. And that has been knocked clear. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. He leaps for it! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Vieira looking for the run. And that is well cleared. Palmer. Can he get it through? That has ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in. Can he get on the end of this? Tries a shot! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 40 minutes
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Kaut. Always onto this. They're urging him to shoot. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Gone behind for a goal kick. That has not gone well. Rijkaard. Matthäus. Hullet. Crosses it in. Terrific effort! He's delivered all right! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did.
And that is all they have time for. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Terengganu are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. And we are back underway. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Belletti. Matthäus is onto it in a flash. Zanetti. That has been slung wide. Ekitike. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Hullet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, what a mistake! He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vieira, who's set up one goal so far, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Real chance! Gerrard. And Zanetti. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Piqué gets across to intercept that. Rijkaard. Now it's Hullet. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Gerrard. Now he's got space here. Piqué kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's Gerrard. It's Gerrard! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Mbappe.
Coming on the field. Number 6.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Number 24. Joelinton. Substitution.
And he can clear it away. Terengganu do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Utaitani really are going about things.
Torres! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Ernest quietly revving up. Cafu deals with that comfortably.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Dembele, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Gerrard. Coming on to replace him is number 38, Krevenberg. Substitution in progress.
Ball's gone out of play. Oh, perfectly measured that. Nice bit of trickery. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's been hooked away. Gerrard. Mbappe. And he shoots! And that would have been game, set and match.
Mbappe has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now, can they get him away? Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Cafu picks it up out wide. Well, there's the clearance. Joelinton. That's going to go a long way. No, that's been intercepted.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Deftly away. Threads one in. And it's Joelinton. Zanetti. Now here's the delivery. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Frankie de Jong is one of the most versatile midfielders in the game, capable of playing all sorts of roles, including even regista and centre-back. But he seems to see himself as a holding player, and his ability...
Oh, great leap! And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, they can break here. Bullet. Rummenigge. Now this could be a chance. Delivered with swing. And back out. Michael. Looking for a runner. Can he get onto this? It's a promising position. Crosses it in here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, good effort! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So, a breakthrough already. That's an imaginative pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Bale is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pull it. He's in plenty of space here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cannavaro clears. Maldini is very much of the none-shall pass school of defending. Not the most accurate pass.
Terengganu are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rummenigge gets into a good position. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rijkaard. And he goes cross-field. Inter Milan are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Rijkaard. And it's Bale. Pull it. Bale. Bale's cross. He's rising! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Rijkaard. Vieira. And here's the chance to counter. Rummenigge. Almost half an hour in now. Rijkaard. Dumfries is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Pull it. Played out to the left flank. And that was asking for too much.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
It's gone out for a throw-in. That has not gone well. Rafael Varane has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Maldini. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Piqué clears it away. Rijkaard. Rummenigge.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Mateus. Pull it in the hunt and looking threatening. Bale. That's going right the way across. Now Dumfries. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini. Looking for the run. Bale receives it in a wide position. Dumfries. Passes short and sharp. Pele.
There will be
Let's
one
pull
minute
it.
added time.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Great vision. Oh, good ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Terengganu finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution in progress.
The second period is on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
De Jong, out towards the flank. Dumfries with the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He'll try from distance. It's bounced back off the post. That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's missed a very good chance there. He might have got a little too much on that.
Rijkaard. And it's Bale. And it's Rijkaard. Now Dumfries. And he's whipped in a terrific effort. It's a goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Dink through. Šeško! Wanted to outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
Šeško might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Dumfries. Can he get on the end of this? Crossed into the middle. Challenge just a bit on the... And the shot! And that is wildly off target. Belletti. Mateus chasing after it. Rijkaard. Mateus is in a really good position out wide. Gets his head on it! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Maldini. Rijkaard. Bale getting forward. Spread neatly, and he's picked it up out wide. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Vieira. Maicon. That's a corner kick. This is their second corner of the game.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Mateus. Number 10, Pele. Number 20, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on the field.
Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Terengganu has the chance to go the other way.
Adriano.
Terengganu are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Dumfries closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Maicon is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's a sharp pass. This big chance! He's got a goal! That was easy, almost too easy.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Cross in, looks like a good one. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Terengganu very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
And the counter is on. Maldini cuts it out. Now he's got space here. That's a nicely shaped ball. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. So, third corner of the game.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Gullit. Number 4, Vieira. Coming on the field, number 24, Johan Cruyff. Number 13, Gerrard.
Inter nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And it's Gullit. De Jong knocks it out wide. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Maicon looking to receive it in space. Getting up there! And no mistake. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Certain, searing, and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Has been indicated.
And yes, it's him again. So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of... Oh, he's been caught napping. Mbappe. That's been cut out, well played. Bale is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And we're done. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaring. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack, and he's capable of playing anywhere on either flank. And when you add in the vision and creativity of a central playmaker, there's nobody else like him.
And he's forced to go back. Rummenigge. Bullet. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's an imaginative pass. Maldini with the clearance. Bullet. Taken back almost at once. Not the most accurate pass. Lahm is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And this is Ronaldo. Pirlo. Decent chance! And he's there to belt it away. Looking for options for movement. And here's Hullet. And it's Lahm. Cross flung in towards the middle. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries to pass it through. Messi gets into a good position. And that has been cleared. Just about within shooting range. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Hullet gathers from the goal kick. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Great vision. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Terengganu yet to have an attempt on goal. Bullet. Rummenigge. Nesta clears. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Ferdinand.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Vieira. Cruyff. Now he's got space here. Oh, perfectly measured that. Showing great feet there. And he's had it nicked away. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Comfortable claim for the keeper.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Mateus. Rummenigge. who needs just a moment to score a goal. Now that looks a decent ball. Now this could be a chance. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Oh, that's excellent, such a clean tackle.
Rummenigge. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Vieira. And it's Hullet. And here's Cruyff. Aimed beyond the defence. Hoisted in. And the finish! They've scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top draw.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Rijkaard gets it away. And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Terengganu just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Terengganu leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Terengganu currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Passes short and sharp, out towards the flank. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. That is good strength. And that is headed for the middle. Keeper's dealt with that. Oh, important interception. Mateus looking to add to his goal. And Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Leicester does really well there, he is strong. Rummenigge currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And here's Pirlo. And he's with... There's the header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cruyff with the clearance. And there's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Pullet did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's found a way through. And the keeper gets his hands on it. So what can they make of this? Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And smartly reclaimed. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Terengganu clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rummenigge just eases him off the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's managed to get rid. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Hullet. Hullet going face-to-face with his great rival. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 18, Mateus. Number 20,
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0.
Number 17, Platini. Number
And it's
21,
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Substitution in progress.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
He's taking on the lot of them. Goes for goal! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Vieira looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now here's the delivery. That's a decent clearance.
Red Star really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Platini quietly revving up. Platini knocks it into space. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Pelé.
Terengganu nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Terengganu close now to seeing this one through to the end. Vieira. That's a sharp pass. Messi! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Added time.
And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this fella, James Maddison, could be key here, Peter. It's all about how much of the ball he has. You'll often see him drop well below the opposition midfield line to collect the ball, and that's where all that combination play begins. He can beat you in so many ways from that position.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Danso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And he was quick to react. Tries to pass it through. Ball swung it. Oh, good effort! And it's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Tottenham are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Mateus. João Palhinha. Now it's Tell. Mateus. And it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Xavi Simons. Hullet in the hunt and looking threatening. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Terengganu really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Cruyff.
Might want to be careful there.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Vieira. Oh, this is a great position. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Vieira. Rummenigge. Now it's Cruyff. Maddison. Maddison going forward. He is through here. Tell! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Tell deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
João Palhinha. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Hullet. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. In with the challenge. He's a sharp little ball here. Tell, lofted in. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Palhinha gathers from the goal kick. And he's straight offside. Xavi Simons. Maddison. Can he get it through? Colomwani. He's picked his way through. And that is expertly dealt with. That's put paid to the danger. Shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Tell. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Terengganu clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's a shade optimistic.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Vieira. Oh, good read. Madison. Hullet. Vieira. Rummenigge. Hullet. Terengganu ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Threads one in. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. João Palhinha. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Terengganu finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! Well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Tottenham are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And he's played it back. Nicely weighted ball. Shot, surely! Oh, that wasn't far away.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Danso makes the interception. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Madison tries to clear. And it's Belletti. That's a nicely weighted pass. Getting up there! And that's in! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Terengganu cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Driving chance for a shot! And he hits the net! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Terengganu have hit a quick-fire double here and are right back on level terms. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Hullet. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Hullet. And Hullet! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in one-on-one. Real chance! He's got a goal! And the comeback is complete! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And yes, it's him again. Terengganu leading now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Cruyff. Maddison. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nice bit of trickery. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. A corner it is then.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Jackie Simmons. Number 5, James Maddison. Coming on the
Well,
field,
he got rid because he was under pressure.
14, Kulusevski. Number 15.
Nice interception, well
taking
timed.
place.
Another pass just keeps it shapes to shoot!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Richarlison, it's run loose, who's going to get there?
Tottenham really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Minute has been indicated.
And it's Bergvall. And here's Richarlison.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pelé. Now that looks a decent ball. Bergvall. Now it's Richarlison. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity.